In the chaos of today's world, where distractions are endless and emotions run high, one battle remains constant: the battle within our own minds. We are constantly at war with our thoughts, impulses, and desires. But what if I told you that the key to winning this battle lies not in resisting these forces, but in mastering how we think about them? Stoicism, the ancient philosophy of self-mastery, offers us a guide for navigating the storm within. And in 2025, it's time to stop letting life control us. Instead, let's learn to control ourselves. Today, we will explore 13 powerful strategies inspired by Stoicism, using reverse psychology to outwit the destructive forces of our mind. With these tools, we will not only endure the chaos of life, but rise above it. Number 1. Change your perspective on challenges. The first and most profound strategy in winning the mind game is to change how we view obstacles. We often see challenges as inconveniences, as things that disrupt our peace and happiness. However, Stoicism teaches us to view challenges as opportunities for growth. Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic emperor, once said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This wisdom reminds us that challenges are not something to avoid, but something to embrace. When you encounter a challenge, do not resist it. Instead, change your mindset and ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this difficulty shape me into a stronger, more resilient person? By reframing challenges as opportunities for growth, we reverse the mind's natural inclination to fear them. We turn obstacles into stepping stones. Number 2. Let go of external validation. One of the most destructive forces in our minds is the constant craving for external validation. We spend our lives seeking approval from others, whether it's through likes on social media, praise from our peers, or recognition from authority figures. But this need for validation traps us in a cycle of dependence and insecurity. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, wisely stated, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." When we rely on external validation to define our worth, we waste our time and energy. The Stoic way is to detach ourselves from others' opinions and turn inward. True strength lies in knowing who we are without needing others to tell us. By rejecting the need for validation, we free ourselves from the chains that bind us to the judgments of others. We reclaim our peace and focus on what truly matters, our own growth. Number 3. Embrace discomfort and pain. Many people spend their lives avoiding discomfort. We seek comfort in our homes, in our possessions, and in our routines. However, it is in discomfort and pain that true strength is forged. In the words of Epictetus, freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. By embracing discomfort, we become less dependent on external circumstances for our happiness. Whether it's enduring a physical challenge, facing an uncomfortable emotional situation, or simply stepping out of our comfort zone, we are cultivating fortitude. Stoicism teaches us that pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. It is our reaction to pain that determines our growth. So, in 2025, let us learn to embrace discomfort as a tool for transformation, not something to avoid at all costs. Number 4. Practice daily reflection. Every Stoic philosopher, from Marcus Aurelius to Epictetus, emphasized the importance of daily reflection. This simple practice can profoundly shift the way we view our lives and our struggles. Each day, take a moment to reflect on your actions, your emotions, and your thoughts. Ask yourself, did I react in a way that aligns with my values? Did I approach challenges with resilience? By reflecting daily, we strengthen our ability to control our emotions and thoughts. We gain insight into our own patterns and weaknesses, which allows us to grow stronger. We also develop the habit of taking responsibility for our actions, which is the cornerstone of self-mastery. Reflection allows us to course correct in real time before negative emotions or destructive behaviors take hold. It's a tool that keeps us aligned with our Stoic principles. Number 5. Focus on what you can control. One of the core teachings of Stoicism is the idea of distinguishing between what is within our control and what is not. So much of our mental energy is wasted on trying to control things outside our reach. Other people's actions, the weather, the economy, etc. Epictetus, former slave turned Stoic philosopher, said it best. We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them. In 2025, we must remember that we cannot control the world, but we can control our reactions. We can control how we respond to adversity, to criticism, and to the daily trials of life. By focusing on what is within our control, we conserve our energy and direct it toward meaningful action. This is the first step in winning the mind game, stopping the endless battle over things that lie beyond our grasp. Number 6. Cultivate inner peace through acceptance. In a world of constant change, it's easy to feel unsettled. Life is unpredictable, and we can't always control what happens to us. But Stoicism teaches us to cultivate inner peace by accepting what is beyond our control. Instead of resisting life's inevitable changes, we learn to accept them. By practicing acceptance, we stop wasting time and energy on things we can't change. We instead focus on how we respond to these events. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." Acceptance of reality is the first step in maintaining peace of mind in an unpredictable world. Number 7. Let go of fear of failure. Fear of failure is one of the most powerful emotions that hold us back. It paralyzes us, makes us second-guess ourselves, and prevents us from taking action. But failure, according to Stoicism, is not something to fear. It is merely a part of the process of growth. Seneca once said, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that things are difficult." In 2025, let us replace our fear with courage. Let us reframe failure as a lesson, not a setback. By embracing failure as a natural and valuable part of our journey, we free ourselves from the fear that holds us back. We no longer waste time trying to avoid failure. Instead, we pursue success with boldness and resilience. Number 8. Train your mind to stay present. In a world full of distractions, one of the most powerful strategies for winning the mind game is to stay present. We often waste time either worrying about the future or regretting the past. But as the Stoics teach us, the only time we truly have is now. Epictetus wisely said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." This is a reminder to focus on the present moment, to be content with what we have, and to stop wishing for more. When we train ourselves to stay present, we conserve our mental energy and focus it on what matters most. The present is where action happens. It is the only moment we can control, and it is the key to achieving peace and success. Number 9. Embrace minimalism. Stoicism and minimalism are closely intertwined. Both philosophies advocate for reducing distractions and focusing on what truly matters. In a world filled with noise and excess, the practice of minimalism teaches us to simplify our lives and let go of unnecessary attachments. Seneca once wrote, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." By embracing minimalism, we remove the clutter that distracts us from our true purpose. We focus on what brings us joy and meaning, rather than chasing after fleeting pleasures. Minimalism, in a Stoic sense, is about shedding the unnecessary, so we can focus on our growth and development. Number 10. Practice virtue in all things. In Stoic philosophy, virtue is the highest good. A virtuous person is one who acts in accordance with reason, justice, courage, and wisdom, regardless of external circumstances. To win the mind game, we must commit ourselves to living virtuously at all times. Marcus Aurelius said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This simple yet powerful idea urges us to focus on our actions rather than our thoughts. It is through virtue that we truly master ourselves. When we act with integrity and in line with our values, we experience peace of mind, knowing that we are doing what is right. Number 11. Develop resilience through adversity. Adversity is not something to be feared, it is something to be welcomed. The Stoics believed that it is through adversity that we develop true strength and resilience. Every hardship, every failure, every setback is an opportunity to grow stronger. As Epictetus put it, difficulties are things that show a person what they are made of. In 2025, we must embrace the challenges that come our way and use them as fuel for growth. The more we face and overcome, the stronger we become. Through adversity, we forge the character and resolve necessary to win the mind game. Number 12. Let go of the need for control. One of the most powerful Stoic lessons is the idea that we should not waste our energy trying to control things outside of our influence. Life is unpredictable, and many things are simply beyond our control. Instead of resisting this reality, we must learn to let go and focus on what we can control: our thoughts, our actions, and our responses. As Marcus Aurelius wisely noted, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. In 2025, let go of the need for control and trust in the natural flow of life. By relinquishing control, we free ourselves from the anxiety and frustration that come with trying to control the uncontrollable. Number 13. Find contentment in what you have. Finally, the key to winning the mind game is to find contentment in what we already have. The Stoics believed that true happiness comes from within, not from external possessions or achievements. When we are content with what we have, we are no longer slaves to desire. Seneca said, "He is a great man who does not seek greatness, but is content with what he has." In 2025, let us practice gratitude for what we have, for in contentment we find peace. Contentment allows us to stop chasing after more and simply live fully in the present. In conclusion, winning the mind game is not about defeating external enemies, but about conquering the inner battles that hold us back. Stoicism provides us with timeless strategies for mastering our thoughts, emotions, and actions. By applying these 13 powerful principles, we can cultivate a mind that is unwavering in the face of adversity and steadfast in its pursuit of virtue. If these ideas resonated with you, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to The Modern Stoic, and comment below. Which of these Stoic strategies will you implement in your life? Let's discuss together and continue our journey toward mastery.